Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist, VW Restoration Shop here. So, today, let me just briefly say we worked on this 54 Barndoor Kombi bus and worked a little bit on this guy, which is a Speedster replica, and worked on two green Beetles. So, let's go over what happened. So, the big thing that happened on this guy is that it finally got its Safari windows installed, and we had some issues with the seals on them not really fitting, and before that they sent us the wrong glass, so it's just been one thing after another. But finally they're in and they look amazing. I think I mentioned before we added the logos. I don't know if that's gonna focus. There it is. Yeah, so we added those Sakura logos on there. And yeah, like I said, some struggles to get them in, but at the end of the day, I mean, Safari windows on a barn door bus, it just does not get much better than that. So there you guys go. And from the inside, every bit is nice. This dude is gonna have so much fun driving this thing around in Hawaii with these Safaris open, and his family in here all comfortable in the new upholstery that we did. So for those of you that may be new around here, this bus was empty in the back when we got it, so it had no middle or rear row of seats. And so we sourced some seats, and they weren't strictly speaking barn door seats, but we pretty much did everything needed to make them look exactly like barn door seats, and had our upholstery guy do them up. So there you go. Anyway, he can put a whole bunch of people on this thing now. If I didn't mention, it is a right-hand drive, so cargo doors on the other side, of course. But yeah, that was kind of the big thing on this one, is getting these Safaris in. The owner really wanted them, and of course we really wanted to get them for him. So there you go. Other than that, I believe that Rafa worked on assembling the pop-out windows. So these Kombis only have two pop-out windows, so one on each side, and he went ahead and put all new seals and stuff in those. So I think those are going to go on tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. We didn't really do anything on this motor today, but excuse me, I just want to look at it, and maybe you do too. So there you go. Stay tuned to our channel for lots more about this thing as it comes along here. The Speedster replica, small thing, but an important thing. Actually, two things, I guess, but related to steering. If you saw the show, I think yesterday, I was talking about the play in the steering wheel. There was a bushing literally missing in here. So you could like raise and lower the steering wheel. Like the amount of slop in it was it felt like a quarter of an inch. I don't know if it was that much, but it felt like a lot. And so I got that bushing from our friends at Wolfsburg West and installed it, and then installed the new steering wheel. Of course, I haven't put the horn button on yet, because the way these particular steering wheels go together, the horn button basically bolts on as you bolt the steering wheel to the adapter. And so I need to take the car for a drive and make sure the steering wheel is straight. So usually what I'll do is just kind of bolt it together like this, get the steering wheel straight, and then pretty much take the wheel off, put it back on with the horn, and then that's done. The wheel, so I've run a lot of these wheels before. The brand is Volante, I think. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but these are pretty widely available. I think this set came from J Bugs, I think, or SoCal Imports. I think this was from J Bugs. They have a pretty good selection of these steering wheels that are priced pretty well, and they have all the adapters for different years of Beetles and so on, which again, this is basically a Beetle disguised as a Speedster. But yeah, so once it goes back, or once it goes on more permanently with the horn button and everything, it'll look great on there. And yeah, so that was what happened on this one today. These two, again, little things, but so this 67 Beetle here, I had put on dropped spindles on it because it was lowered 100% by the front beam and pretty low, and that tends to make them ride horribly. And again, it had disc brakes on back, but not on front, which is kind of an odd combo. So I went ahead and put disc brake drop spindles on the front and then cranked the beam up more to like the beam itself to more like stock geometry. And then today finally got a pair of shocks for, or actually I think I got them yesterday, some shocks, and put it on. And yeah, so it's got suspension now, and which is a good thing because this car pretty much had none when it came in. Also ordered some new tires for it today, 145s for the front, which is what he's got on there now. The back, I kind of upgraded him a little bit. These are 165s on here, but I thought, you know, because he's got a pretty big motor, and he's got a 1915cc with dual carbs, and it's a pretty rowdy little motor. So I went ahead and upgraded, upgraded him to, I think 195s on the back. But still stock height, which is, or still stock, height, tallness, whatever you want to call it, like, which is like 25 inches. So same height tire, but some more meat to put his little dual carb 1915 to good use. So that's that one. This one, again, I've been putting the motor back in and reassembling it with all the bling that he wanted on here, and made some more progress on that today. Got his exhaust installed the oil pump slash filter adapter there. You can see, had to clean it first. It was all gross like everything else was on this motor. And let's see, a couple of big things is this car did not have a Bowden tube installed. Those of you that know about Volkswagens know that if you don't have a Bowden tube, or it's not adjusted properly, these cars are impossible to take off smoothly. They have this real bad kind of jerking when you try and ease the clutch out. And so, it was missing the Bowden tube completely. Not sure who put this car together, but anyway. So put that in, and it was, I will tell you, a pain in the butt, because all this like bags and stuff under here and all the mounts and everything were pretty much go right where the Bowden tube runs. In fact, you can see there's basically a hole cut in this thing where the Bowden tube runs through there. So really kind of a pain in the ass to get the Bowden tube in and get the put the sag on it, which is how they're supposed to be, and that's what makes them work. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. And then I did go ahead, and since I got all the bits and pieces, put his pedal assembly back together here and got it adjusted and everything properly. He didn't have the right pedal stop on it, and the pedals were sitting way too far close to the firewall, so you wouldn't have really had appropriate amounts of travel. And it was all dirty, so I cleaned it up, all that kind of stuff. He also didn't really have the correct pin or retainer for the brake master cylinder push rod, and he didn't have the right push rod in there. There's all kinds of little issues. So got that all sorted out. And excuse me guys, this cough is still lingering here. So next thing on this, or one of the next things at least, will be to put in the reservoir. Again, it had one on it, but it was connected to the master. Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry. It was connected to the master cylinder by two, 6-inch pieces of hose, and then it was safety wired to a fuel line. It was about as bad as you could get. So now it's getting a proper one that sort of snaps in place on top of the reservoir, and safe and not cheesy. Sorry guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Just again continuing to put the motor together. And I should have it together pretty soon. Hopefully I'm past all the troubling parts with it, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I believe that is it for today. So sorry again about all the coughing. Next time I'll make sure I have a cough drop in my mouth before I start filming. Anyway, thank you again, guys, for watching. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to our channel. Helps us out, and we always appreciate comments and likes as well. So thanks everyone. See you again soon. Bye.